remember when Kim Kardashian dressed up as a reptilian as a part of her Halloween costume? She just was helping push the agenda so we can get here. Cause some of y'all favorite celebrity / politicians is nothing more than satanic reptilians.
Easy, little one, we're not going to. Whoa, it's gone. Little one, we're not going to. Whoa, it's gone.
I am not AI. Everything is not AI. Why do you think AI is out here? Because they want you to think everything's AI.
The United States knows a hell of a lot more about portals and interdimensional technologies than it cares to admit.
You might want to go and type in Sydney, Australia. And just for those people that don't know how to spell Sydney, Australia, I'm going to pop it right there. And this time, I'm not going to be able to show you. You're going to have to check for yourself.
The reason there's so much war going on right now, it was actually planned. Oh yeah. The reason it's about to be, God forbid, a world war is because of what's happening next. Okay. If we're all fighting each other and out of nowhere, aliens come for the first time ever and they pose a threat to the world, what are we immediately gonna do?
Band together, no?
Yes.
That's good, right?
Now, the new world order, it's as if they're preparing for something, not even just the war. The only way for the world to work together is if we have a common enemy. And when we work together, that's the only time there could ever be a new world order, because we'll be under one government or one goal and one mission.
Then you have control over all these people.
Yeah.
It's still control at the end of the day.
It's still control at the end.
Man, what's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up and 7-up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But if you watch any TV, whatever the case is, I wish it was smooth 7. Might be a trigger warning or 2. I hope not. But I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all, collective. Go ahead in the comments. Let me know what you appreciate. Let me know what you're thankful for. Man, let's vibrate on a higher tip today. If it is tough for you, things gonna get better. Trust me. You built for this shit, bro. I say that all the time. But let me know what you're grateful for. Let's vibrate on a higher tip. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know what it is. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
She went inside the infamous Santa Barbara Huenango haunted house out of curiosity. But minutes later, the footage cut out as she panicked and collapsed, waking up the next day in a hospital with no memory of what happened inside.
Oh, hell no. No, I need to look deeper and see if that's even real.
Don't think about it. Who is this? Just say the first thing that pops in your head. Who is this? This is a character in Eyes Wide Shut who is part of a secret elite global society ring of you-know-what. Who is this? Stanley Kubrick made this movie in 1999, okay? When he showed it to Hollywood executives and his family at a private screening, he mysteriously died 4 days later. And then the movie was re-edited to be more of a sexy thriller. But really, it's a movie about fear, and it's about exposing the global elite. And he tried to warn us back in 1999 with this imagery. Who is this? If it helps, my parents are die-hard MAGA, Republican, conservative, Christians, Catholics. And they saw the movie and they told me to watch it. So we were texting each other after seeing it. And I was like, did you not see that? And they're like, who? Who is that? Who do you think this is?
Holy shit. Have you seen what's going on in Australia? Yeah. Sydney, Australia. You might want to look it up. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say or not say, like always, but you should probably be aware of what's going on in Sydney, Australia. Go ahead and search it in up there. You're not going to see this on the news. I don't think this will make the mainstream media news. They don't want to talk about this. They don't want people to repeat this in other places, but yeah. You might want to go and type in Sydney, Australia. And just for those people that don't know how to spell Sydney, Australia, I'm going to pop it right there. And this time, I'm not going to be able to show you. You're going to have to check for yourself. It's only going to take 2 seconds. Just pop it in the search bar right here. You'll instantly see what's going on. It should come up on the top. It's funny how we can search for this stuff, but we can't get it in our news feed, or we can't get it from the mainstream media. Interesting how times have changed, but that's the way we got to do it these days. Let me know what you think.
Australia, man. Sydney, let me know what's going on.
So I'm absolutely convinced that they're messing with time, okay? Let me show you something. I set this clock when the time changed. I had to move it back, right? So it's 11:45, almost 46, right? Now, let me show you something. These clocks I set to the same time, 11:45, almost 46. But when I look at the time on my iPhone, let me see if I have another, here, use my other phone. Look at this. 23:52. 7 minutes off. And that's within a matter of 6 months. Look at this. 45, 45, 45. Why would I go out of my way to set all these 7 minutes off? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. 52. I would do it, you know, maybe 10 minutes, but I would do it ahead. Why would I want to be late everywhere I go? Answer me that.
Great point, bro. But somebody gonna still try to disagree.
If you've been sleeping under a rock, there's been 8 reported sightings of Bigfoot in the same county in Ohio, and all of them are quite credible, and this is very exciting.
Don't interrupt me. I've finished. Thank you. Bye. Take where the bye. Oh boy. Okay. And you won't dare,
Mr. Vasachi.
you won't dare interrupting me once more. Take away this man.
Thank you very much. Touch me, and you'll be in trouble. Touch me on my studio.
You touched me.
Touch me on my studio. Touch me on my studio.
You touched me.
And
take away his arm.
Touch me on my studio.
Take away his arm from me.
Touch me on my studio. Touch me on my studio.
I touch you on your studio.
Touch me on my studio.
I touch you on your studio.
You don't do that.
Yo, don't touch him. Wait.
Let's discuss.
Yeah, let's go.
I am not finished with you.
Mr. Vasachi, stop threatening this woman, Mr. Vasachi. I'm telling you, stop it now.
Wait.
Would you stop it now, Mr. Vasachi?
I won't stop it. You try to stop me.
Mr. Vasachi, why are you threatening this poor woman? What has she done to you? She's expressing her views.
She's talking about the capitalist whites. Why do you think then she is poor?
Sorry. Call security for me, please.
So we just gonna act like this shit is normal. We have elected officials saying that aliens are living underwater. You ain't hear what I just said? Congressman Tim Burchett says aliens could be stationed in 5 or 6 underwater bases in the United States coast. And he's saying that a U.S. Navy admiral has already witnessed this. Mind you, this ain't a rumor. This came straight out of Congress. Now here's the part people skip over because this ain't random. If you jump down the rabbit hole, you'll see that this same congressman has been saying for years that the government has been covering up UFO information. He's been saying that they've been covering this up since the 1940s. So what does that tell you? He claimed recovered crafts might exist. He claimed technology could be reverse engineered. And now in 2026, he's doubling down on that information. He's saying that extraterrestrials may have underwater installation on Earth. Not space, not Mars, right here. Meanwhile, retired Navy Rear Admiral Timothy Gallaudet, actual Oceans Intelligence background, has confirmed that he's seen unexplained aerial objects and submerged object footage while he was in service.
Breaking news. Iran just released this photo of and they wrote specifically on the in memory of the victims of Epstein Island. They were trying to use this war to make us forget about the Epsteinites and the island, okay? Americans are not forgetting about what happened on the island, and Iran is not letting the world forget about what happened on the island, all right? We are gonna see a new era ushered in where the PDFs have to be held accountable, and not just held accountable sitting in the deposition, smiling and laughing and going through memory lane as they look at the pictures. No, it's looking like we're gonna need like a Bain style level of accountability. We're gonna need a Bain style level of decisiveness, and we're gonna need a Bain style level of courtroom, because it seems like when it comes to the files, they just want to read through the files and look at the pictures and ask silly questions, right? We gonna need some kind of like, some heavy level accountability. But I think it's absolutely insane that Iran wrote this on one of the boomers. He wrote it on one of the boomers. That's what it literally translates to. In memory of the victims of Epstein Island. Crazy. It is 5:48 p.m. March 10, 2026. Follow me for more updates, think pieces, breaking news, and awesome stories.
Look, y'all don't catch me going on rants, bro. When I go on rants, it's not going to be suitable for YouTube. Let's put it like that. I got a cousin in jail right now for some things far less harmful to anybody or himself than what they did on Epstein Island. And when I say they got my cousin so fast, bro, like, it just don't make no sense to me. Like, I got homies, I got a cousin, they in there locked up for shit that's like, bro, that was petty. That was petty. And they in there for a minute too. But these people eating. And they still walking free. They still making choices. Like, it just does not make any sense to me. But what I'm saying ain't true. This all for entertainment. We all just laughing, make some jokes. That was a little joke. I know y'all thought it was hella funny. We gonna go on to the next one. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts down below. Again, what I said ain't true. It's entertainment only.
This shit just got real, y'all. Word in the streets is a lot of people was thinking Benjamin is gone. When I say gone, I mean out of this world. I know everybody seen a little press conference that he did where he had 6 fingers. Look at the man hand, fool. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That press conference was supposed to be live. But people start pointing out so many things wrong with that video that people start speculating that that video was either pre-recorded or it was just an AI video. And they think Benjamin is really gone. They think he got unalived in an airstrike, y'all. They said he haven't posted on X in over 36 hours. So I'm guessing that shocked people because he's usually always on X. That's what I'm thinking. For them saying, oh, he haven't been online for like 36 hours. So that's just fueling everything. So I need y'all thoughts down below. Do y'all think Benjamin Netanyahu or whatever his last name is gone? Or he just on a motherfucking vacation?
6 fingers, I mean, damn, we know what that is. But check his ears though, bro. Them damn things is big. Sheesh.
Hey guys, I just want to give you an update. I'm not dead. I have not disappeared. I have just been busy.
He actually is dead. This is Andrew Dawson's official obituary. In front of the entire world, after a viral video of him spotting a giant, this man started getting followed by unidentified vehicles. If you watch the rest of this video, you can go on his TikTok and see it. He looks very uncomfortable. His hands are in his pocket. You can literally see the body language of him being like coerced to make this video. Not too long after, he makes a video saying, hey, everything I said, all my videos are real, guys. You might not see me posting for a while. Now, in the video I just showed you, he said everything was fake as he's looking off the screen, like his eyes keep darting off the screen. Now, after the video of him saying that everything was real, he goes one more time to make one more video of that same mountain he saw a giant, showing that there is now a military base where said giant was. Then he disappears off the face of the earth. To this day, people still don't know that he's gone. That's why so many people have been asking his wife, and his wife has a TikTok too, where people would be like, if you need help, wear purple in the next video, and then she'd wear purple. And later on, she's like, can you guys just let sleeping dogs lie? Like, he died of natural causes. Like, it's nothing, there's nothing weird about this. There's no conspiracy. I'm purposely not adding her account so you guys don't harass her or go ask her, because she specifically asked us not to ask her anymore. But I don't buy it. I genuinely think, because of the timing, that there are no coincidences and she might just be scared for her life. I don't know. As always, y'all, make sure you like and follow, comment down below for part 2, and let me know what you guys think about all this.
Damn. Prayers.
Yeah, the light's steady. Wait.
It's looking at us.
It's holding a stick? No, a spear.
Easy, little one. We're not going to float. It's gone. Little one, we're not going to float. It's gone.
Здесь, ребята. Смотрите.
видно, нет? А теперь смотрите, прикол. Хоба. И вот она, инопланетная стекляшка. Кусок стекла, блядь. Так, я, короче, сейчас ближе скажу, посмотрю.
I remember that clip.
The Bible says that your firstborn belongs to God and strictly God. What they don't tell you is why your firstborn belongs to God. This all started when Moses had taken the children out of Egypt during the plagues, and they were in the desert for a good long time, a number of years as it were. And during that time, quite a few books were written: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. And in one of those books, God had told Moses to consecrate all the firstborn to him. As it says in Exodus chapter 13, verse 2, "Consecrate to me every firstborn male. The first offspring of every womb among the Israelites belong to me, whether human or animal." And you're thinking to yourself, well, I'm not an Israelite, nor am I of Israelite descent, but I still have this special connection with God. Why is that? Because whether you like it or not, if you're the firstborn, you still belong to God. And with that comes all kinds of spiritual challenges that comes along with being the firstborn. I know this because not only am I a firstborn, but Jesus was a firstborn too. So if you're a firstborn, buckle up. Stay prayed up. On top of that, you're going to need it because you're going to be serving God, whether you like it or not.
So we just out here playing with the devil toys and wonder why fallen angels running rampant in this country? What I'm showing you is the reason they created AI in the first place. So you don't know what's real and you don't know what's fake. So when them fallen angels do touch down on this earth, you don't take it serious. You just think it's time to play. Y'all remember when Kim Kardashian dressed up as a reptilian as a part of her Halloween costume? She just was helping push the agenda so we can get here. Cause some of y'all favorite celebrity/politicians is nothing more than satanic reptilians. That Ephesians 4:27 said, give no place to, because they desensitize you first. Make you think everything is AI. Put it in your face for real. So you don't believe it.
I am not AI. Everything is not AI. Why do you think AI is out here? Because they want you to think everything's AI.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Them bringing their tongue out is like, bro, stop doing that shit. No Diddy. Like, that shit is too long. No Diddy, bro. Put it back in your mouth. That shit nasty. Let me know y'all thoughts, bro. I don't like seeing that shit.
The following video was captured by a woman named Zoe out of Florida. Around March 6th, she and her family were at a drive-in when she noticed something in the sky, what appears to be an actual flying saucer. And no, I don't think this is a drone. This truly looks like a UFO. But the question is, why so many sightings in Florida? And this isn't the first of many weird sightings coming out of that state. Take a look at this footage, comment below, tell me what you think.
Seriously, Jerry, this is illegal. How are you just going to blow up a pond full of animals? Because there are no animals. You just got to be like, very still, watch, and move. No, you don't understand. You gotta get a sec, Jerry. Hey, babe. Thank you so much. Where are all the animals? I was just here a few days ago. We don't have time.
And she always got fire content. Go check her out. Tell her I sent you.
Yes, there is a portal in the United States. In fact, I suspect there are multiple. But this particular portal is in a highly guarded facility that is used under the US Forest Service cover. There are men with guns who patrol it, and there are witnesses who have seen what are clearly people operating with the knowledge of the US military in civilian clothes, walking into literally a wall. These witnesses are terrified. They're not about to stick their heads up on TV, but they are happy to talk to people like me. I've spoken to people who have told me about the existence of this portal. I've been to the location. I am aware that it was the subject of extensive study by a team that was operating in the area for some considerable period of time. I'm told that there is technology that is being used to try to deaden the efficacy of the portal to stop things coming out or going through. I know it all sounds like something out of science fiction, but believe me, the United States knows a hell of a lot more about portals and interdimensional technologies than it cares to admit. And at some stage, they're going to have to tell the public the truth. Otherwise, it's all going to come rolling out in an absolutely catastrophic way. What more can I say? The portal or portals that I'm aware of, but believe me, it's an extremely sensitive, highly guarded, secret military facility. Don't try and access there. If you're speculating about where it is, you'll get killed. There is a determination by the sections of the national security state that are aware of all of this to keep it quiet, to hide it from you, the general public. I have no idea why they think they can continue to maintain such a degree of secrecy. It's going to blow up in their face. But I'm very sorry I can't tell you any more right now. I'm certainly causing mischief.
I want to know where it leads to.
Gotta pay attention to this right now. This is highly important, right? You can see all of the statistics around the world on this website, right? There is some weird ass activity going on. See, right now you really can't see the colors with my phone. There we go, hold on. Now look, show y'all. Low infiltration, moderate, high, critical type shit, right? Look what part has crazy critical activity on this planet, bro. Antarctica. Do y'all see that? This is the website if y'all need that.
US/matrix.netflix.
They should grab us on Phantom and Coinbase. Crazy work. Antarctica. Based off of real life statistics.
Look at this shit.
Based off of the statistics, this is how many people are in America. Bro, do you see how many people that is there?
For those who have no idea, there's a project out called Us. And it's basically giving us the scoop that everybody you see is not real. Angels, demons, or imposters. Not gonna lie, you just don't see this type of tech in the space. This shit could really do the race. I'm gonna put y'all on game. You can grab this joint on Phantom Wallet or on Coinbase. I'm gonna drop the C8 in the comments. The more of us it is, of us, the more it shows them, yo. Real shit. Look at this. This joint is crazy work, yo.
The reason there's so much war going on right now, it was actually planned. Oh yeah. The reason it's about to be, God forbid, a world war is because of what's happening next. Okay. If we're all fighting each other and out of nowhere, aliens come for the first time ever and they pose a threat to the world, what are we immediately gonna do?
Band together, no?
Yes.
That's good, right?
Now, the new world order, it's as if they're preparing for something, not even just the war. The only way for the world to work together is if we have a common enemy. And when we work together, that's the only time there could ever be a new world order, because we'll be under one government or one goal and one mission.
Then you have control over all these people.
Yeah.
It's still control at the end of the day.
It's still control at the end.
Me and my mom just had this talk earlier. That's crazy.
So while I'm in New York trying to get me something to eat, what the is this dude doing
behind the counter, bro. What the is going on? He's spinning their food and stuff. Like, what the he came behind the counter spinning their food and all that other shit. I would never.
Bro, I ain't gonna never look at the Cinnabon the same. I ain't never gonna be able to get that out of my brain, bro. Oh my god. Bro, it's tweaking. Oh shit. Bro. His nose running. He drooling. He spitting. Bro, this shit crazy. Bro is on some shit, bro. That is crazy. What y'all doing? I can't never see a Cinnabon the same, G.
It's got real in Mexico. Something's going on in Mexico, guys. Please check it out for yourself. Look it up because a lot is going on over there. Not only that, guys, people are saying that it costs $10 a night at the finest hotels. $10 a night. Now, there's people in the comments saying that they about to go take a trip, that they've been waiting for this. And certain people in the comments are also saying that might be a one-way trip. I called my friends in Mexico. I called them. And they picked the phone up, and the only thing they said, yo, don't call here no more, bro. It's real out here. Hung the phone up. I blocked them, guys. Something's going on out there that I know nothing about. This might not be the right time to be going that direction. Because you know the car don't play around at all. They don't play. And people think that they're gonna be in Cancun having frozen margaritas and enjoying a good time. No, anything can happen out there right now in Mexico because something's going on out there, guys, and you need to go check it out for yourself. I couldn't even put the video up. Now, as far as those $10 night hotels, sounds good to me. Shut up! But of course, guys, entertainment purposes only. If you want to go to Mexico, that's up to you. I ain't telling you what to do with your life. This is your life. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. You gonna go to Mexico for $10 a night in Cancun? This is what I heard. Go check it out for yourself. I'm out.
Yeah, that's too good to be true, bro.
So if you've been around, I told you how Iran was with it. They released all the black hostages. They released all the black hostages and said, we don't want to harm no black people. America does not treat the black people well, and all the black people are welcome in Iran. So there's something going on with that. Iran, they must know something. You know what I'm saying? They must have some idea, because think about it like this. Why is there so much hate towards the black man, towards the black woman? Why? But then we got Iran over here saying we wouldn't harm the black man, the black woman. We love them. What's going on here, y'all? What's going on here, y'all? Somebody give me an answer in the comments here. What's going on here? Do they know who we are? And know who we really are? Come talk to me about it.
This is why Iran released the black Americans hostages and refused to release others. So in 1979, university students in Iran held 66 Americans hostage. This happened in U.S. Embassy in Tehran. Iran leader then checked the hostages and found out that there were some black people. So he stated that he was going to release 13 people, 13 black Americans, and he was not even asking for anything. The main reason why these people were held hostage is because U.S. Gave asylum to their king, the King Mohammed. Iran was not happy with this person because he did a lot of things, a lot of bad things in Iran. He violated human rights, and also he was unaliving people. But U.S. Gave asylum to this person, and they wanted this king to be returned back to Iran to face consequences for what he has been doing. But USA was refusing, and this is why they held hostage 66 in the embassy. The Iran leader said the reason why he is releasing the black Americans only is because he stands with the oppressed. He said that the black people in USA, they are not treated fairly. They are oppressed in USA, and this is the main reason why they were in Iran, and he wants them to feel safe in Iran. He doesn't want them to suffer in Iran. He wants them to be welcomed in Iran.
Collective, I told y'all, I don't know how many times. When you send me some clips, drop a message under there like, hey bro, look, this one right here about to ruffle some feathers so I could expect this shit. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not blindsided, but I know that I'm about to ruffle some feathers. I know it. And I know the insults is coming in the comments of people who don't agree with this shit. They about to be... Let's vibrate higher than that. Let's hold insults. Get your point across without, without the anger and animosity. Because anger and animosity ain't gonna get you heard. Nobody wanna hear that. But if you get your shit off and it's respectful, sometimes you probably gonna get heard way more than if you did it the other way. Let me know your thoughts, man. I don't know. It make you question. I mean, look at what they was doing in Russia when they was praying to the black god. They was praying to him, getting on their knees. But here in America, it's not like that. You know what I mean? Like, it just makes you question. I mean, if you got eyes, you can see, and if you can't, then you don't want to see. But let me know y'all thoughts. I'm curious on hearing y'all's perspective on this.
Something feels off about daylight saving time this year. Straight up. Someone said, remember, I didn't say this, that when 2 a.m. hit, it didn't go to 3 a.m. It went to 4 a.m. How? Somebody had the nerve to say that the clock jumped from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., bro.
My non-negotiable, it doesn't matter because I can't run away from it. I'm waking up like clockwork between 4:15, 4:30. I'm not getting up, but my spirit, my mind, my body is alert and I am up, right? When the time changed, I got up, the clock said 2:14 a.m. I used the bathroom, came, laid back down, got back up. When I unlocked that mother trucker, my phone was dead. When I turned my phone on, the time said the lock screen time was stuck at 4:17. When the phone unlocked, 7:14 a.m. I ain't been on time since time changed yesterday. I'm telling you, I'm all kinds of up. So what I did, I'm telling y'all some shit, what I did to reset it, when I... Whoa, shit. God damn.
The clip before that, I wanted to hear her finish. But SAG been going up. Prayers, man.
I'm driving down the road and I see this in the distance. Don't know what it is, but it looks like there's a little tunnel in there. Right there. Let's go investigate. There it is. Closer. Yeah. It does look like that is a tunnel. It looks like a fence. Fence is there. Let's get closer. Alright. Seems like it was. It does look like it was, for sure. I don't mind, or whatever the heck it is. My question is right now, as I walk up to this, okay? Take a look around, alright? How did they know, or why did they choose to start mining right here? I mean, ooh, look, it's got barbed wire. Hello? Police! Alright, no one's here. Let's see where it goes. What is this? Got some graffiti. Turn on the light. Okay. Not much here, just graffiti and rocks. And then this is it. Maybe it's not a mine, just some sort of opening here. There's an outlet there, one over there. That's about it. That doesn't go anywhere. Let's see. Yeah, nowhere. Interesting. And you want to know what's... Is that rebar right there? No way, guys. Wait a second. So this is creepy. What is rebar doing right there? Look at this. Why is rebar coming out of here? Holy cow. Why? How did it get there? Why would you just throw rebar right there? It's nowhere else in here. What the heck? Oh, here's some. Oh yeah, there's a lot more. This is weird. Can anybody tell me what the purpose of rebar here is? How did it get here? And why is it here? Is there a miner or somebody out there that can tell me what the rebar is in here for? What was the purpose? There's a hole there. It's a drilled hole right there. Well, what's with the rebar? Look, there's a little water right here. I hope there's a miner out there that can tell me the purpose of the rebar. Please and thank you.
Is there a miner out there who used to mine can tell us why? Outside of Yard House, bro, Yard House is the spot. I'm lightweight disappointed. Oh, I'm lightweight disappointed, bro. What's y'all thoughts, man? Yard House is my shit. Did y'all see anything on there that y'all rock with? Yard House and Olive Garden, but Yard House is top of the line for me. I'm just saying.
Let me get this straight. We got werewolves, vampires, wizards and warlocks. We got reptilians. We got Smurfs. We got talking cats, transforming dogs, aliens, an ice wall around us that protects us from the outer worlds. And we're all being ran by child eating mother. What's going on out there? Talk to me.
I see the 757 in his name. Y'all go check him out, man.
Suddenly, a jug of silverware clattered violently to the ground. When he turned, a box had somehow shifted from one cabinet to another, ending up in a spot that looked impossible to fake. Piece it all together. An entity had attached itself to him, followed him from the hospital, and was now escalating by slamming doors, moving objects, and unleashing demonic growls. So what exactly was this? Could
That's
it have been
a straight
the
A
restless ghost
fucking
of a patient
demon,
who
my
once
guy.
suffered inside
Demon
the hospital's
material
walls?
right there.
Or, as many fear, had Raga unknowingly provoked something inhuman, a supernatural predator, now using his life as its personal hunting ground? Share your theories.
Now, as far as the experience of stuff, the first thing you need to do is this here. To make ways so you can get a certain amount of spirits around it, you need to get a certain amount of spirits. It's negative. Now, I'm not talking about evil, because evil doesn't exist. I'm not talking about moralism. We're talking about this. You got certain people have up thoughts, negative, always thinking low, messed up thoughts. Sometimes, two things will happen. They can bring those thoughts and stuff into your house and then leadership. It's called thought forms. There's a book out called Thought Forms by Annie Besant. Thought forms. Some of these thoughts, a person can be negative thought. Annie Besant is her name. She also got a book called Esoteric Christianity by Annie Besant. Let me see, there's another book called, I'll tell you the name of it. For the people that try to understand the Bible thing, there's a name of Annie Besant. B-E-S-A-N-T. There's another book called, I gotta get the name of the guy's name. It'll come to me in a minute. It's a book on the esoteric wisdom of the Bible. It'll come to me in a minute though. But anyway, thought form, let me tell you what happens. If you got some negative people, they have negative thoughts and then they die. And when they die, those thoughts still live. And they go up in the astral plane and bounce around until they find a host. And a host, they can only gravitate towards a host, and the host is a person who's thinking negative. Or, you know what I'm saying? And so they'll latch on to you or they'll come in your house. That's why you got to get some stuff called, what's the name of that stuff? It's called creolin. Let me spell that. You got to get this stuff called creolin. How you spell creolin, you know?
C-R-E-O-L-I-N.
C-R-E-O-L-I-N, creolin. It's all-purpose cleanser. What you put that in your house, anything negative got to get the hell up out of it. Smell like, got to get the hell up out of it. It smells like strong magic marker, like permanent magic marker. Now, how many people got hardwood floors? Because you got hardwood floors, that's good. But if you don't, if you have carpet, you at least got to do the bathroom or the kitchen.
Y'all, being locked up in a psych ward, you meet all type of crazy motherfuckers. You go through some crazy experience that you can't explain to people. And I happened to meet a dude in there that was not normal. And his name was Keith Thomas. And this nigga in there for some disturbing shit, off the wall shit. So boom, one day, I'm chilling in my bunk. And remind y'all, I'm about 2 months in being in this psych ward at Cook County Jail, Division 8 in Chicago. So anyway, I'm laying on my bunk. I'm minding my business. I'm sipping on my muddy cup. And if y'all don't know what a muddy cup is, it's a cup mixed with different from Boost Bar, Pink Panties, Rum, whatever you can get your hands on too. So as I'm sitting there chilling, man, in my business, I could just feel somebody's presence that's looking at me on the side. Now, remind y'all, this nigga bunk is on the side of mine, but I got my sheets wrapped around my bunk, so it's like I can close the sheets like a curtain so you can't really look. But this time I had it halfway open and he was looking at me, but I felt it. So I just look over, I'm like, hey, you cool? He, yeah, I'm cool. Blah, blah, blah. He tweaking. So I'm like, okay, this nigga do not go to sleep and he paced back and forth all night. Don't know this type of nigga mental. So he just out of nowhere say, hey, I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something. I said, okay. I had a dream about you. I said, what, nigga? Hey, pause, man. Before we said no Diddy, it's pause. Hey, hold on. No Diddy. He, no. None of that. It's just I had a dream. And this dream, it was about you and these niggas on the deck with us. You see these niggas on the deck with us? I'm listening. Yeah, what about them? They going to a bad hell. You going to a different type of hell. A hell where your soul is lost and is going to get punished, but you'll be reborn again. So I'm like, what the f he talking about? So he tell me that the name of the hell is called Naraka. Naraka. However you pronounce that shit. Never heard of this shit. F my head up and I'm high. So he telling me this and I'm just looking shocked because one, I don't know if I should believe this, or two, Is this nigga just crazy? He made this shit up. We'll make this shit even more crazier, y'all, on Fulham Grave. When I finally get released, I looked up this hell, and this is a real place in Hindu. On Fulham Grave, y'all, I cannot make this shit up.
I should have watched the 20 Beyond video.
Is Speed trolling? Or he really shapeshifting?
The real reason for the Iraq War had nothing to do with weapons of mass destruction and everything to do with stargates, ancient technology, and the Anunnaki. Saddam Hussein knew something they didn't want the rest of the world to know, and he paid the ultimate price. Saddam Hussein wasn't just a dictator. He saw himself as a modern-day Nebuchadnezzar, the ancient king of Babylon. He spent millions rebuilding ancient Mesopotamian cities, especially Babylon and Ur, the ancient home of the Anunnaki. He believed he was a descendant of these gods, and he was determined to reactivate their legacy. He wasn't building ruins for tourism. He was restoring portals, temples, and potentially stargates. Iraq, once called Sumer, is the land of the first recorded civilization, where the Anunnaki descended from the sky and taught humanity the arts of agriculture, kingship, and cosmic science. According to whistleblowers, underneath the ziggurats of Iraq lie ancient stargates, portals capable of interdimensional and interstellar travel. Saddam was trying to reactivate one of these stargates using Sumerian star maps and hidden knowledge pulled from ancient tablets. He had already reconstructed parts of Babylon, and he had plans to build a network of energy hubs across Iraq, reawakening the ancient grids once used by the gods. The moment Saddam started digging into Sumerian technology, the Western powers panicked. Within weeks of the U.S. invasion in 2003, the National Museum of Iraq, which held the largest collection of Sumerian, Babylonian, and Anunnaki relics, was mysteriously looted and emptied, not by random thieves, but by organized teams who knew exactly what to take. Ancient tablets, DNA records, star maps, all vanish. But why? Because this knowledge is the key to unlocking who we really are, where we come from, and how powerful we can become. They said it was about oil, but oil is only one layer. The real war was a spiritual and technological takeover. The Anunnaki left behind tools of ascension and interdimensional power, and Saddam was getting too close to activating them. Control over these portals meant control over space, time, and a global consciousness. That's why the ziggurat of Ur became a military zone, not a heritage site. That's why Black Ops teams were sent to ancient Sumerian sites, not just military bases. Saddam Hussein wasn't taken out because he was a threat to democracy. He was a threat to their control over history, energy, and consciousness. And if the Anunnaki stargates had been activated, it would have changed the world forever. The gods left us more than myths. They left keys, and those keys are still buried beneath the sands of Iraq. The Great Awakening is here. The time to remember is now.
But what they fail to realize is the reason why they got the keys but they can't activate it is because they're not built to do it. You know how they got that thing called divine order? How things are just supposed to play, how things are supposed to just go. It ain't supposed to go that way for them. We could drive the keys. That's why they keep the keys out of our hand. For entertainment, what I said ain't true.
There are people here that have the ability to predict the future. And Chris Bledsoe was one of them. But when he told people what happened to him when one of those orbs came down and spoke to him, y'all thought he was lying. If you don't know, Chris Bledsoe told the Pentagon in 2012, and one of these orbs that he saw came down out of the sky and was a woman. And this woman told him that she was the divine feminine. He also told him something that was going to happen in 2026. Mind you, this is in 2012. She basically told him the world is about to change because they can't lie to us anymore. The veil is broken. We are living in the age of Aquarius. But it's not what she told him. It's how she told him. She told him that when Iran exchanged missiles, she told him in 2026, when Iran exchanged missiles, the veil is going to be broken. Oh, you don't believe me, right? Look at this shit.
I'll tell you what they
Listen.
Recently.
Listen to this man.
And I put this in writing to the Pentagon in 2012 when I told this. Okay?
2012.
One thing she told me was, when you see Iran exchanging missiles, and I saw it, the way she tells me is a vision of, I see it like a living picture screen. I could see the rockets flying. Then all of a sudden, orbs appeared out of the ocean and everywhere.
This is crazy.
And I told the government, that's if this happens, the orb's going to appear and wake people up and stop it. That's what she told me.
April 2026.
Yeah.
And okay, you know you've put yourself in it there, Chris.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's going to be Chris Bledsoe says April 2026 is when it all happens.
But I can tell you this, when I told this to the government about 2026, I just repeated what she told me. They immediately put remote viewers on it. And all of a sudden, all the remote viewers are saying, oh my God, 2026, 2027, something is going to happen.
This man said when he told the government put remote viewers on her. You're right. Okay. I'm out.
This person swears that them and their cousin went through a portal in Haiti.
I'm 33 years old. The things that I've seen, it's just incredible. Incredible. Until today, when I make these contents, some people are still saying, you know, they don't believe this, they don't believe that. I should be recording this, I should be recording that. But most of these things that I've actually saw were actually in Haiti. If you think that the average person is running around with an iPhone or a Samsung in Haiti, you lost your mind. Okay? Like, we live by eyesight. Okay, that's it. By eyesight. But this is a story for many who actually understand that we do not live alone. We don't. So many things around us. So, I was probably about 7 years old. Okay? And I was actually in the street of Port-au-Prince. I was not nowhere in no suburb or anything. The capital, where it's like full of people. Okay? So, I'm there, and it was with my cousin. We were so tight, you know, like everywhere that I go, like, 'cause since he was older, he was always with me, you know, just to make sure that nothing happens to me or anything like that, you know. But it was like kind of like nighttime, but it was not late. It was like 8 p.m. And like we walking down the street, and it was we actually lived in Simon at this point. If you're Haitian, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's literally like maybe a couple miles from Cité Soleil. And you know how like that area is. People just walk. Like when it gets to around that time, literally, it's kind of like New York City. You bump into people. Bump into people. And then 8 p.m., that's still early. All of a sudden, it gets like completely empty. It was just me and my cousin. There was nobody around. Nobody. It's kind of like everyone disappeared. And then I'm asking him what's going on. He's like, don't say nothing. Just keep moving. And I'm like, I'm starting to get scared. So I'm like walking as fast as I can. And he's walking right next to me. And he's like, let me hold your hand. Let's keep going. He's older than me, so he's trying to like make sure that like we both get back home safe. And then what I heard was a band. We call it bonrara. You know, it's literally people with tambourines and trumpets and different like homemade instruments. They play around the streets in Haiti, and then like people love that. But this particular band, it's not the same. This is a demonic one. This one, we were told, if you hear that at night and you don't see anybody around, not only that, you in a different portal with them, but they actually after you. And do not turn around. Don't turn around and just keep moving. My cousin makes sure that I did not turn my head around. And every time that I tried, he just like pulling me, don't turn around. We gotta get home safe. We gotta get home safe. And they followed us for at least a couple of miles. And then when the whole thing stopped, the streets was filled up with people all over again. All over again.
So even after that, you know, like I started to understand. I started to, like, you know, do some more research when I grew up. I actually walked into a different portal with my cousin, and these things were after us. Because all these people suddenly disappeared. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. If you Haitian, you know what I'm talking about. Like Simon, Cité Soleil, 2 miles from one another. People walk. It looks like New York City, where it's just like people just walking, you know, bumping, you know, like on each other, up until like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. And then all of a sudden, disappeared. And then we heard that Bon Sampwell, that's what they call them, in the back. And then we just kept on moving. Yes, we jumped through a portal, and these things were after us. If you don't believe me, that's fine. But if you're spiritual and you understand that these things do exist, parallel universe, portals, demons, even angels, you know what I'm talking about.
This island has a secret. Awesome, is it like shipwrecks or buried treasure? No, even better. It's 400 horses. I promise this is way more interesting than you'd think. Sable Island doesn't really seem like the kind of place you'd expect to find horses. It's pretty much just a 27-mile long sandbar that is at most just over half a mile wide. And it's separated from the Canadian mainland by about 100 miles of open ocean. Despite all this, the island is home to a self-sustained population of horse found nowhere else in the world. They're known as the Sable Island horses, and through generations have become adapted to living on a deserted island. How did the horses get out here in the first place? There's a rumor that some washed ashore during a shipwreck. Really, they were brought there intentionally in the mid-1700s by French Catholics that had been expelled from Acadia by the British. Since no one came back for them, the horses established a feral population. But life on this island wasn't easy. There's no people, no trees, and hardly any fresh water. After 300 years in isolation, these horses have become a little different than their mainland ancestors. Compared to other breeds, the Sable Island horses are smaller and stockier. This, along with the growth of a thick mane, tail, and coat, helps conserve body heat. In the spring, they shed this coat to a much greater degree than domestic species. When the island's freshwater ponds become salty after a storm, the horses have learned to dig holes in the sand to access more fresh water, and have even adapted to supplementing their diet with washed-up seaweed. But the island is also home to huge amounts of nesting seabirds and the world's largest colony of gray seals, which has opened the debate as to whether or not these horses pose a threat to the natural ecology of the island. Currently, the entire island is protected as a national park, and all the horses along with it, and it's staffed year-round by a lucky few who get to watch over the bizarre little universe of Sable Island. If you like weird stuff like this as much as I do, sauce me a follow so we don't lose each other. Send this to a friend that you'd be feral with on Sable Island.
I don't see anybody talking about this. 37 missing children were just rescued and discovered in a Riverside County home. 37 were recovered, but more than 50 were identified, and they're between the ages of 14 and 17 who had been gone anywhere from 1 month to 2 years. The federal agencies that took part in this was the United States Marshals Service, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Homeland Security, and the United States Secret Service. The operation also resulted in 7 arrests, including a federal arrest for a child carried out by Homeland Security investigation. Here's the state and local partners that participated in this rescue. And the location of the home that the children were found and rescued in is a home in Hemet, California. Now, I have a lot of questions here, okay? Where are the families? This is 37 children, more than 50 identified. Where are their families? Why isn't anybody talking about this, especially the news? How did these children end up in the hands of these people running this operation? What states were they taken from and relocated to Hemet, California? I just have so many questions about this, and there are very few answers online.
Well, that's an interesting view. What do you think that is? The Nile? No, that's the Mississippi.
Facts. Today's lineup, Was today's rollout a banger? Let me know. Y'all know we made it to the end of this. I know y'all hate that part, man. But if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you if you're watching ETV, whatever the case is. I wish you a smooth 7. Love y'all, Collective. Till I see everybody in the next one. Y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know it.